Hey, it's Nurse Brian here. So, Friday morning, I'm starting off my shift. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And what do I do when I come back to work on Friday morning? Well, I start going through charts. We have a medical texting system called Perfect Serve, and all the information from the patients is on this medical texting system. So I go through that thread and check to see what's going on, to see who has passed, to see who's having any problems, to see which patients we've admitted, um, just to get a good idea of what's going to go on for the weekend. And then I go on to our medical system. Ours is called Remote Client, and I download all the admissions, put all the new patients in, update myself on their charts, see what medications they're taking, and just try to make sure that I understand what's going on with them. Um, so so I'm on call. So I may not have things to do right away Friday morning. So if there's extra time, I could always do some EBTs. Which are just computer training stuff, stuff to stay up to date. But usually, it takes quite a bit of time to go through, 40 to 50 patients, download all the new ones, update. Sometimes after I've seen the patients passed, I'll call the family members and talk with them, make sure they're doing okay. And then I'll get started for the weekend. Being on call, you don't know what you're going to do. I mean, you could have two admissions for the day. You could have nothing for the day. More than likely, I'll get something. It's rare that we get to. It's rare that we don't do anything. So there's always something. What's good on Friday is the case managers are still working on Friday, so they still work till 4:30. So they're still doing their work. When things come up, I may go out and try to help relieve them a little bit with their patients, or I'll just wait until something extra comes in. They've already got their day planned out, so anything extra kind of messes with their day, and that's why we're here. And then I'll be back up on call Friday night. Working 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, on backup on call Saturday night, working 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, and then backup call until Monday morning. Monday morning, we have a little meeting. We go over everything for the weekend, and then I'm off during the week again. I love this shift. This shift is, I've always loved working weekends. For one, you get paid more. For two, no one's really around. You're kind of just doing everything on your own, which is what I like to do anyways. Plus, I work with my brother, who is the night nurse, and we get to basically, hang out and meet up and work together and talk about the patients, and so that's really fun. So hospice requires, or Medicaid requires, that there's an on-call hospice nurse 24/7. And so many people think, oh, well, on-call hospice nurse, they just get to sit at home and do nothing. Well, sometimes that's it. Sometimes we do sit at home and do nothing. But we have to be ready to go in an instant. We have to have our computers ready. We have to be scrubbed up, and we have to be ready to go to anything. So a death, pain, anxiety, agitation, vomiting, nausea, maybe a code brown. We have to be ready to go. So, and that's part of the on-call job, is you don't know what you're doing. And so you always kind of have this anxiety in the back of your mind, like, oh my gosh, am I going to get called? And that's kind of why you get paid, for that anxiety, for that not being able to really do anything, waiting for calls, and then going out and taking care of the problem. So just a little tidbit about my Friday mornings and what I do. Have a good weekend.